Trusting no one doesn't mean no one is trustworthy. Self-reflection is a central aspect of change, not just in business, but in life. If we wish to lead by example to our colleagues, our friends, our family, to our children, we must take the time out to reflect. Reflect on who we are, how we got here, and those things that impact us the most. I shared a lot of reflection posts last year, and this year I want to try to do them in video format. And I hope that some of you can learn from my experiences, my mistakes, my challenges, and my stories, help you develop into the person that you said to yourself, that you promised yourself that one day you would become. The first topic I want to touch on for 2017 is a big one. I've been trying to write the script for this since New Year's Eve, one that I've had to break down into 4 parts because it's too big, and that is trust. Trust is a 5-letter word, almost as big as love. The way I view trust today all started with me when I was a sweet 16. Linkin Park had just released their debut album called Hybrid Theory, and I was blind to who was a friend, what was a friend, who to trust, and even the concept of deceit hadn't dawned on me yet. But one of the tracks on that album, Hybrid Theory, triggered me. Track 9, for those playing at home, titled A Place for My Head, right from the first verse with the lyrics that read, I watch how the moon sits in the sky in the dark night, shining with the light from the sun. The sun doesn't give life to the moon, assuming the moon is going to owe it one. It makes me think of how you act to me. You do favors so rapidly, you just turn around and start asking me about things that you want back from me. That song went full earwig on me. Stayed in my head for months, even years. I would take the lyric book to school with me and recite the lyrics over and over and over again, because the days before Google, broadband and smartphones were tough, kids. To the point where 17 years later, I can still recite those lyrics word for word. The angry ranger in me looked around and put the pieces together. That the only time people that were close to me were nice to me were when they wanted something back from me in return. Initiate full anxiety boy. After graduating and dealing with hardship, the kind of hardship only a 19-year-old could deal with, Paul, a friend and colleague, offered me $50, which was nearly a day's work to me back then. I refused to accept, knowing that he was going to ask for something from me in return. He refused my refusal and dropped that $50 in my pigeonhole on his way out before saying bye. Grudgingly, I sent him a text after work asking, alright, what do I owe you for this? Nothing, mate, just helping out. Paul replied, shocked and confused, but naturally I couldn't trust him. Afterwards, every time he would ask me to hang out with him and his fiancée, I would refuse. I would always turn him down, come up with a reason, knowing that he was going to back me into a guilt-filled corner and then ask me for that favor. And I never had anything to give. After he resigned from our shared workplace, I finally attended one of his get-togethers. It was a group thing with a group of his friends that I assumed would be safer for me that way, but I was still very hesitant. About an hour into the gathering and I get asked if I could shout the next round, and there it was, there it is, that favor I knew was coming. I knew it. Ah, that filthy dog had waited almost an entire year, but he got there in the end, and he attempted to humiliate me in front of all these people. No, I said, I've paid for all my drinks so far and I will be leaving after this one. Thank you. I left in disgust, like, how dare he? And I never spoke to him again after that. It took years before I realized that Paul was genuinely trying to help me. He genuinely just wanted to help. The last time we hung out, there was no way that he could have known I was paying for my own drinks, as I went to the bar on my own every time and had never put it on their tab. But he couldn't have known that. I selfishly ruined what could have been a great friendship with a great role model. I was basing the way I feel towards Paul, basing how I felt inside upon a series of assumptions that I had developed indirectly from the way people had treated me in the past and from what I had heard, instead of taking in the facts at hand. So if you at home watching this have trust issues, before making the assumption that everyone is out to get you, Look at the bigger picture. Ask yourself, has this person done anything to deserve this judgment? Do they have a reputation of burning people that trust them? It's best to proceed with caution rather than judgment. Or in my case, after this incident, I just went all out and started trusting everybody, which has its own side effects, which I'll have to touch on in the next video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, please let us know, along with any other stories, suggestions, or feedback you would like to share in the comment section below. And until next time, bye now.